at the Waffle House. The pull drop mark call-in system is made up of 3 basic steps: the pull, the drop, and the mark.
Pull 1/4.
The pull refers to the number and type of meats to be cooked. Pull 1 bacon, for example, would instruct the grill operator to pull 3 strips of bacon from the refrigerator and place it on the grill. Notice that I said 1 bacon and not a bacon. You must always use an exact number. These numbers refer to the number of orders to be cooked and not necessarily the number of pieces of meat. While you pull 1 T-bone when pull 1 T-bone is called, you would pull 2 pieces of pork chop when pull 1 pork chop is called, because 1 order of pork chops is actually 2 chops. How well a steak is prepared does not need to be called in at this time, unless that steak is rare or medium rare. The cooking instructions will come later in the call-in during the mark. Grill operators, go ahead and season all red meats before you move on to the next step. One final thing to remember for the pull. If you have a sausage sandwich, it must be called in sausage for a sandwich so that the 2 patties can be pressed together to form a large sausage sandwich patty.
Drop 1 hash brown scattered.
Once a salesperson has visually verified that all the meats have been pulled to the grill or to a plate on top of the cook's board, they will say drop to specify how many scoops of hash browns to put on the grill and whether they are scattered or in the ring. Don't worry about any toppings that go into the hash browns, whether they're double or triple at this point. That will come later in the mark. If all the hash browns are in the ring, the salesperson will say drop 3 hash browns in the ring. If none of the hash browns are in the ring, they'll say drop 3 hash browns scattered. If some are in the ring and some are scattered, they'll only tell you the number that are in the ring. For example, if they need 3 hash browns and 1 is in the ring, they'll say drop 3 hash browns, 1 in the ring. The drop is also a time where the salesperson can let you know if the customer wants the hash brown scattered well or scattered light. So a salesperson may say drop 1 hash brown scattered well, and this lets you know that the customer wants their hash browns cooked well. They may also ask you to drop 1 hash brown steamed. In that case, the salesperson will bring you half full glass of ice, and you'll prepare those hash browns steamed under the dome according to the Waffle House way.
Mark Texas patty melt plate scattered, smothered, covered, and peppered.
Once a salesperson has visually confirmed that the meats have been pulled to the grill and hash browns have been dropped, they will call in the full order. This is called the mark. It is at this point that the salesperson will call all the details of the order into you, including how steaks are to be cooked, which hash browns will be doubles or triples, and also any toppings that will go into the hash browns. This is where the magic marker system begins. As the salesperson calls in the order, it is your job to begin placing markers on the plates using the special code that Waffle House has designed to help you remember exactly how everything is to be prepared. We call the system magic because our customers often do not notice the markers on the plates and think you have memorized all of the orders that were being called in. In reality, you're just using our code to mark the orders so that you can read the plates and get orders prepared quickly and accurately every time.
Texas patty melt plate, scattered, smothered, covered, and peppered.
Thank you.
Now that you've got the marks on the plates, it's time for one last step in the pull drop mark system, the callback. The salesperson will be watching you as you mark the plates and also waiting for you to call back the order to make sure you've got it exactly right. Don't keep them waiting. Call back the order to them as soon as you get it marked so that they can get back to taking care of the customer and you can get back to cooking the food. Okay, now that you understand the basics of the pull drop mark system, I'll talk you through the most common marks and show you how to mark them.